Hi, I am Dr. Mohanty. Today we will discuss the operation of a four-stroke cycle petrol engine. So before discussing the four-stroke cycle petrol engine, we should know the essential components of the four-stroke cycle petrol engine. We do have the engine cylinder, we do have the crankcase which houses the crankshaft, we have the piston which reciprocates inside the engine cylinder, we do have the connecting rod, we do have the piston pin or gudgeon pin which connects the piston with that of the connecting rod. We do have two valves, that is inlet valve and exhaust valve. Inlet valve allows the charge, that is the air fuel mixture, to enter the system. Exhaust valve allows the burnt air fuel mixture to leave the system. We have the spark plug which gives an electric spark which is utilized to ignite the compressed air fuel mixture. So now we will come into the four strokes. Before discussing the four strokes, we should know what we mean by stroke. Stroke is the distance traversed by the piston in moving from one dead center to another. So the topmost position the piston can reach is what we call your TDC, or that is the top dead center, and the bottommost position the piston can reach is what we call your BDC or bottom dead center. And the distance traversed in moving from one dead center to another or vice versa is what we call your stroke. Now we will consider the suction stroke. In the suction stroke, the piston will be at the top dead center position, and as the piston moves from top dead center position to bottom dead center position, there is volumetric increase. This volumetric increase results in drop in pressure. As a result, the inlet valve opens and the air fuel mixture is drawn into the engine cylinder, and this process continues till the piston reaches the bottom dead center position. During the suction stroke, the exhaust valve is in closed position. Next one is your compression stroke. In the compression stroke, the piston moves from bottom dead center position to top dead center position, thereby compressing the air fuel mixture brought to the engine cylinder during the suction stroke, and during the process it is compressed and its pressure and temperature rise due to the compression process. And during the compression stroke, both the inlet as well as the exhaust valves are in closed position. Just before the compression process is over, we have a spark plug which gives an electric spark. Due to compression of the charge, its pressure and temperature is raised, and once it comes in contact with the spark, the ignition of the air fuel mixture takes place. The ignition of the air fuel mixture results in huge amount of thermal and pressure energy, and this actually forces the piston to move from TDC to BDC. This is called as your expansion stroke or power stroke or your working stroke. We call it power stroke because the entire power is developed during this expansion stroke. We call it working stroke because this is the only stroke which contributes towards the power development. The power that is developed during this expansion stroke is stored by a component which is known as your flywheel. Flywheel actually works as an energy accumulator. It stores the energy that is developed during the expansion stroke and supplies the same during the three idle strokes. Your suction stroke, your compression stroke and your exhaust stroke are called your idle strokes because their contribution towards power development is nil. The last one is your exhaust stroke. During the exhaust stroke, the piston again moves from BDC to TDC, and during this process the inlet valve is in closed position and the exhaust valve is in open position. So the burnt air fuel mixture, which is incapable of doing any amount of work, is exhausted through the exhaust valve. This actually completes all the four strokes.